Okay, here's my strategy for homemade chicken stock. I hate to waste food, but unfortunately to make this chicken stock, I'm going to have to throw out the chicken pieces. I have to make my own chicken stock because I have a problem with garlic and onions, and every ready-made canned soup at Walmart, broth at Walmart, including their bouillon cubes, all have garlic and onions, so I have to make this myself. What I'm going to do is let this thaw out to the point where I can separate, this is a chicken I cut up myself, where I can separate the wings and the backs from the thighs and the legs. And I will use the thighs and the legs for arroz con pollo and use the wings and the backs to make chicken stock. So that's, fortunately, I only had one recipe that required me to use this part of the chicken, which is arroz con pollo, and I can do that with just the legs and the thighs. And then I can use the wings and the backs to make stock. The backs make really good stock. I've learned from past experience that the key to making good stock is make sure you use the bone. You need bony pieces of chicken. So that would be the wings and the backs. So I'm going to be making homemade chicken stock today. It's going to have to simmer for about 12 hours, but I got to get to the point where I can separate the wings and the backs from the rest of the from the legs and the thighs, and then I'm going to put the legs and the thighs in the freezer and just use the wings and the backs. Okay, here's my strategy going forward. I'm going to have to make my own chicken broth, and because it's such a staple in so many recipes I use, from now on when I cut up whole chickens, I will take one wing, all the backs, the necks, and put them in here for chicken broth. And then I will take another wing with the 2 thighs and the 2 legs and put them in here for my chicken recipes that require a whole chicken. I modify the recipes that require a whole chicken and only use about half of. I will only use 2 legs, 1 wing, and 2 thighs. I use less meat. And because I'm going to have to reserve part of the chicken to make my own stock. Okay, so that's what my strategy is going forward. So I will be making stock today using a wing, the backs, the necks. Yeah, that should be enough. I am halving this recipe for stock because I don't have a big freezer and I'm going to be freezing it. The reason I'm making it today is because my celery is possibly in danger of going bad and I'm going to need this for the stock. And I don't feel like driving out to the store to buy more celery, so probably going to need about 4 cups of water. It needs to be about 1 inch over what it is in the pot. So let's see how this works out here. So this is 1. 2. Yep, I was right. Let's do 3. 3. Yep, another cup will do it, I think. Well, we definitely want the chicken covered because we want it to cook, you know. 4. Yeah, that's about right. I mean, it's coming up to the top of the pan there. And I can always add more water if too much evaporates, too. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, and then the next thing that I have to do is I'm going to need about 1/2 teaspoon of parsley. You know, she doesn't. I do not have dried parsley. I think she meant dried parsley. She might have meant fresh. Anyways, I think I'm going to use about a teaspoon. I'm not sure how this parsley is, by the way, because it's starting to get old on me here. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and lay the chicken over here for right now. I tried a bigger pan and I decided that that's about the right size right there. Like I said, I don't have a super big freezer. Oh, that parsley looks good. Okay. let's go with about, let's try that. So we need about a half teaspoon. So I'm going to need to chop that up. About a half teaspoon, or no, about a teaspoon. I can guesstimate, you know. The reason I'm making my own stock is because I'm sensitive to garlic and onions. This has already been washed. Let me make sure I'm in the camera. Yeah, go a little bit this way. This parsley was kind of old when I got it, but yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to cook like a caveman here. I cannot use chicken bouillon granules or any of that stuff because they all have garlic and onions in them, so I've got to make my own stock. I don't have to. I got this recipe online. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and use it all. Yeah. I think that'll make an interesting flavor. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Add enough water, add seasonings. Okay, yeah, yeah. I just put in the parsley that I just chopped up. There it is. Okay. Peppercorns, they say about a tablespoon. I think I'm going to cut that back to about maybe half a tablespoon. This is all going to get strained, so it's not like a super duper big deal if I follow this. I can kind of like adjust it a little bit to my own liking. Brand new peppercorns here. Yeah, okay, let's get some scissors. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, see if I cut, yep, I cut low enough to open it up. Maybe about, yeah, that looks good. Throw that in there. Yeah, I don't like it too spicy. That's enough for me. Okay, bay leaf, 1 bay leaf. Yeah. I think I'll just choose a teeny one. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So the spices, oh, some salt. Yeah, definitely got to have some salt. What they call for 1 tablespoon. That's an awful lot of salt, man. I don't like a lot of salt in mine. I think I'm gonna go with, this is a tablespoon. Well, yeah, 1 tablespoon. I'm halving the recipe anyway. That looks about right because I'm halving the recipe. So that's half of it there. Okay, let me see. So I've got the chicken pieces. So, okay, those are all the spices I want to use. So here they all are. Okay. Cook on low in the crock pot. I don't have a crock pot, so let's, I'm going to go ahead and bring my camera over here so you can see it. So cook on low for about 12 to 15 hours. Woo! Yeah, that's the reason I needed to get started on now. It's about like, what time is it? It's 10:50. Okay, here's what it looks like. Okay, let's put it on low. Okay. I think I'm going to cover it too, so it'll retain the juices and stuff. Okay, set my alarm in about 12 hours. Actually, geez, I should have done this earlier because I need to be in bed by, I'm going to have to cheat a little bit. Yeah, let me go ahead and put the heat up a little high. And then, yeah, man, 12 hours from now I'm supposed to be in bed. Yeah, and I do need to go to bed early. Okay, well, it's too late. I already got started. So I'm going to turn this off for now. I think I might cheat and make it 10 hours or something. Hopefully it'll still be good. This is several hours later, and here's what it looks like. A lot of grease is forming up on the top. And so this is, I'm not going to worry about cooking it for 12 to 15 hours like the recipe suggests. When it gets to be when it's around 4 or 5 o'clock or so, I'm going to strain. I'm going to take this off the stove and what I think I'm going to do, I have a better idea. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this all in the pot and refrigerate it. And then in the morning I'll skim off all the fat and I'll strain it tomorrow. I don't need this for a couple days anyway. I just made it now because I thought that the celery might go bad. So here's what it looks like. And yeah, I'm probably gonna, I don't think I'm gonna post this to YouTube right away because I'm gonna let you see what it looks like tomorrow after I refrigerate it and, you know, and I strain it and everything. I refrigerated the stock overnight and I'm gonna strain it and skim the oil off the top. Okay, what I did is I used this spatula to just remove the oil at the top, and now I'm going to drain it. What I did was I set this up. I'm just going to use a colander and then this underneath to catch it so I can have my stock. So let's just go ahead and pour that in there. And I'm going to be throwing out all this chicken stuff. Yeah, I simmered this for like 8 or 10 hours. Yeah, this chicken's not going to, I don't think it's going to be good for anything. I don't think I can use it for anything. Let me try it out. Yeah, it's no good. Yeah, throw it out. This is just chicken that I used to make stock. This is just the price I have to pay because I can't buy ready-made stock. So yeah, I'm going to throw all this out. It tastes bad, you know. Okay, what I'll do is stick it back over here for right now. The colander. You know what? I think this is going to be a pretty tasty stock. Yeah, I'll be throwing all this out. So from now on, I might need to buy 2 chickens when I go shopping. One, I can cut up one for, you know, one, depending on how many chicken recipes I'm going to make. Okay, so there you go. There's my stock, and I'm going to freeze it. Right now, I'm going to freeze some in ice cube trays, and maybe put some in the, yeah, I'll show what I'll do next. There's what the stock looks like, homemade chicken stock. I'm going to put some of it in here. I'm obviously not going to be able to put all of it in here, unless I want to have more than one container. Wow, I made quite a bit of stock there. Okay, let me get another one of these. I wonder if I should go with ice cube trays for that. You know what? I think I will do that. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I put it in here and I put the cover on this. This is what Clock got me. Wonderful. The back of my refrigerator is really, really cold, so I'm going to store it back there. And as long as I use it within, see, look how that's frozen. That's ice right there. So this is a pretty cold part of my refrigerator. So I'm going to store the stock right back here. And that'll kind of like partially freeze it. But that's, even though this is a pretty cold part of my refrigerator, it, like, I'm not sure this is good. I might have to throw that out. It's been there for a while. So I will see. I just don't have room in my freezer right now. So, but I need some chicken stock for some recipes. Now these I'm going to put in ice cube trays. Okay, I've already filled up 2 ice cube trays, and I still have some left. I'm going to probably put some more of this in another one of, yeah, I think I've got some room in Clock's glass container. And I'm going to put these in the freezer. I don't have a lot of space in my freezer, so I don't think I want to put any more in there in ice cube trays. The disadvantage of having to make my own stock and my own garlic infused olive oil is I'm going to have to maybe purchase less frozen vegetables and frozen fruit because it's taking up space in my freezer. I had to rearrange my freezer. I'm going to definitely cut back on getting these frozen vegetables. Yeah. Besides, a lot of them have some of those, like the sugar snap peas are okay in low quantities. I think they're fine. I just need to cut back on them. And next time I go shopping for frozen vegetables, I might just get a bag of, instead of the mixed vegetables, just one like frozen carrots, maybe frozen. I don't know. I'm undecided about this because I'm trying to, lower my fructans. Like these have got sugar snap peas in them, but the amount that I'm getting in there is so low, it's probably not a big deal. So this is a pretty good combo. And I noticed they put a lot of carrots in there, so probably to save money, but that actually works to my advantage because carrots agree with me. So I think I can keep getting the same vegetables I've been getting, just maybe less of them. Okay, so alrighty, let's go ahead and put this. I still have some left in Clock's container. I can see why Jesus told me to only shop for 2 weeks at a time, because he knew I'd be doing stuff like this. There was no more room in Clock's container. I'm going to have to store it in this jar. Yeah, right there. And I'll stick this in the back of the refrigerator too. Yeah, definitely need to save more jars. That'll be happening when I buy more stuff, Yeah, so, yeah, okay, okay. The stock in the back of the refrigerator needs to be used, I think, within a week, or else it's going to go rotten. And I used an expensive chicken for this, so I want to make sure I use it. So there's some stock in the back of the refrigerator, and I also have some frozen. Amen.